Shout out Sniper T on the beat.
Tamara to the break of dawn is on the rise, with life on the forefront of the mind. So line for line, you can ride this brain train and you can change your station without even touching the dial. So relax, stay a little bit, but listen for a while. And whether you're bumping this in the whip or in a business fit, it's a meeting you won't want to miss. A meeting for a meal to feed the soul with words for the mind. So sit back, enjoy the ride. Time to take off, it's time to fly. Cause Tamara till the break of dawn is on the rise.
Hey, y'all. It's me, Tamara. Yes, y'all. Get into it. Get into the studio audience. I love them so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the show. To all my new listeners, new episodes drop every Thursday. I usually talk about my life, my interests, and the ways I'm trying to grow. And to all my day 1, 2, 97, 135, whatever week you came in, thank you so much for continuing to rock with me. If you're not, you should totally follow me on social media. And the link to that is in the episode notes. And if not, you should also totally subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link to that is in the episode notes as well. Usually, about 95% of the time, I get those episodes uploaded to YouTube the night before at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And so you'll get that early content. And then if I get the notification that someone who has a YouTube channel subscribed, I will subscribe back, because it's mutually beneficial around here, you feel me? But guys, I wanted to do something different for this episode, so it's not going to be the same old format. And so in this episode, what you're actually going to get is a few different conversations. I wanted to call some of my homies. I really wanted to try out this whole Bluetooth my phone in feature and kind of see how it works. Y'all know Rodie Mac, you feel me? Rodie Mac we still going strong. We is locked in for life, you feel me? And so I wanted to do a different episode. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, let me call Autumn.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
All right, so I got 3 questions for you. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so 1, why don't you go back and forth with these niggas?
Nigga. Who has time to be going back and forth with these niggas when I said what I said?
She said
now,
what she said.
If you think about it, there's no point in going back and forth with these niggas because they said what they said as well. So what's the point? I'm not going to change any minds. And I just don't have time for it.
I feel it. Okay. So do you feel like if you had more time, you would, or is it not really related to the time that you have in a day? Because I know you're a busy woman.
No, if I had the time, I wouldn't either because it's pointless. When people have made up their mind about something, that's that. There's no real, I'm not here to convince you or sway your thoughts on whatever it is you think I'm about to go back and forth with you on.
Okay. So y'all heard it here first. People didn't say what they said. She said what she said. Everybody said what they said. So y'all got to stop going back and forth with people that really don't care what you're talking about anyway.
I mean, real talk. And even if they do care, it's still just like, if they felt so passionate about whatever it is that they're talking about, there's really no convincing, right? What's the point? What's the point in the conversation? Okay, that's why I'll just be like, all right, and move along.
I feel it. All right, my second question for you is, what have you done to uphold your litter detective champ title since you received it?
Oh, you know what? That was so many years ago, but I mean, I be making sure, at least outside my house, I be making sure it ain't no litter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see some old random, I don't know, Chick-fil-A bag or something. I'll say, pick it up. Now, I'm not gonna lie. back when I was a litter detective, we was going out in the streets of, Toledo, Ohio, and picking up litter. Now, I'm not doing that, but
Mm.
I will keep my space and common areas clean.
Do you feel like if you have not been doing, so did they give you like not a job description because it's not paid, but like a position description? Did they give you any sort of like expectations on how, how like with Miss America they got to do this,
No,
that, and the other? They ain't do that.
no, because it was just basically a contest where whoever got picked up the most litter during this period of time, like they literally like counted these pieces of litter. Like, so whoever picked up the most litter over that amount of time, you were the champion.
Okay.
So it was just that was it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And just forever hold the title. Nobody else can ever try to
Period.
challenge
Period.
it. Wow. Undefeated. Okay.
Period.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes. Let's get into this undefeated champ that I have on the show right now. Okay. So my
Period.
last question is what you about to do?
Right now,
Hmm?
nigga, about to get on this meeting for work. Yet another meeting in
Mm.
Raggedy Ass corporate America, and I will be so glad when my hands and feet have been released
Come on.
of the shackles
Come on.
of this corporate America bullshit. So,
Y'all don't even know what is to come, and I'm super excited. But I do thank you for your time. I know that I interrupted you in the middle of your day,
it's
so
all
thank you so
good.
much. Yeah, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, peace.
Bye. All right, let me call Baylor now. I am going to call him without warning him, so we will see if he even answers. Um, let's see.
Yo.
Hey, okay, Baylor. I didn't even know if you were going to answer on the first ring or at all. Let me warn you that you are live on my show. I decided I wasn't going to warn you before I call because, but I got 3 questions I want to ask you. Do you have a few minutes, sir?
Yeah, for sure. Shoot it.
All right. So, question number 1. Who do you blame for the fact that you were never taught to play spades?
I blame the black culture in general.
Elaborate.
Yeah. Well, because I was too busy worried about fighting each other and shit like that. So I apologize for cussing.
That's okay.
It's Friday. No, but I think because the culture had advertised violence behind spades so much that they didn't take time to teach the people that needed to learn how to play that game in the right way so in the future we don't cause violence.
Okay, because you've really been on this crusade against spades players. And so I have a second question. Who do you have more beef with, spades players or candy corn eaters?
Well, I don't really consider people that eat candy corn people actually human, so I don't really beef with that. I don't even want to go into that because they might do something to me, and I wouldn't know how to handle that. So it's got to be spades players. But you know what? They might not be at the top of the list. I have more problems with people who are offended that I put butter and sugar in my grits. Mostly. Yeah.
And why so?
Why do I put sugar and butter in my
No.
grits?
Why are you more offended by that? Because why are you more offended by that?
Because I think these people are kind of like they feel like they're a little bit better than us just because they choose to put gravy or just salt. First of all, the people that just put salt and pepper on there, that's why I
Wait,
don't call you to kick it with me anyway.
you said
'Cause you
gravy
too,
on their grits?
man. I mean, shrimp,
Wow.
gravy, cheese.
Okay,
And
now
I'm not mad at that though. That's the thing though. I'm not mad at it. People that put sugar and butter in their grits never attack the people that don't do that. It's the
mm,
people that don't put sugar and butter in their grits. Those are the ones that's being more violent.
so you're wounded and you've been hurt, is what I'm hearing you say.
By space players, yes. By people that with different food decisions, no.
Okay, let's get back to the spades players then. I guess we're gonna have more than 3 questions. Um, you know, you say that spades players are more violent. I've seen you say that in various videos on the network of TikTok, right? I've seen where and it was really kind of unprovoked. I've been tagged in videos as well. And so, and then you just mentioned that the people who don't put sugar and butter in their grits are more violent and they attack the ones who do. Do you feel like that aggression from them is then transferred, to the way that you attack spades players and also have it's just very interesting. I'm gonna be very unbiased. How you say that Uno players are less violent when it has been proven otherwise. It has been proven that within a family dynamic, there could be a young 5-year-old child who has love and trust for their parent, and a parent will slap down and laugh in their face, right? Laugh in little Billy's face as they slap down one or more draw fours. And so I
Yeah.
never really seen that with spades players.
Yeah, that's because y'all don't get violent until y'all become adults and start drinking. What we're
Mm.
doing with Uno, as Uno players, we're building character. So little
Oh.
Billy, first of all, I don't know any black person named Billy, but Billy
It's
is
the
being
first
taught to
name that
have
came to
character.
mind.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's 2023. It's free.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Billy's being taught how to build his character.
Mm.
And not only that, the difference between the violence in Uno and Spade is, yeah, we might go outside and flatbox a little bit because of the whole slamming the card down and yelling out Uno, probably
Mm-hmm.
at the wrong time, causing
Mm-hmm.
the game to freeze up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But with Spade, y'all take it too personal. With Uno, we can keep going. You know what I mean? After so many spades games, I think the more spades games, the more possible of someone getting shot. Whereas Uno is like, all right, let's run that back. Let's run that. You can easily run back an Uno game anywhere between 7 to 10 times. Spades, you have about to that second or third game before you have to call the authorities.
Okay. And where are you getting your data from? Because you actually don't play spades. So where did you
Oh, I
see
don't
that?
have to. I don't have to play spades to be in the area.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
So
and
you saw it.
and I get all my information from personal experiences. I had to go in. I had to ride with somebody in the ambulance before.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is firsthand. You heard it here
And
first.
they still had their hand in their hand.
What did they have a good hand?
I don't know. I don't play.
You're right.
I
All
don't
right.
associate myself with that.
All right. So, third question. What you about to do right now?
What am I about to do currently right now?
Yeah.
Nothing really.
Oh,
Chilling.
you off today?
No, I mean this is live.
Yeah. That's why I warned
So
you, because I didn't text you in advance.
yeah. So
You ain't
okay.
about- Say less.
Yo,
Let me
tell you about
yeah. I got you. I got you.
You and Jay. Okay,
Got
you two. I think y'all work for Vlad. I was just saying.
Come on now, don't do that. I don't even know what you're talking about. But and it's crazy because I was gonna call you first and then say, hey, can I call you right back so you could be on the episode? But I just thought it'd be better with you because I know you could just go with the flow. But I also did warn you and say, just a warning, this is live because this is going to be on my episode. So I don't.
You did, and I appreciate that. But that also shows you the difference between an Uno player and a spades player. Because the Uno player would have texted.
Maybe, because I actually play Uno and spades, so I could see that or whatever. But I will let you go. I'll call you back later. I was gonna call you anyways, like on some for real stuff, but yeah, I had this episode idea and I decided to bother some of my friends. So thank you for your time. Thank you for answering because I said, I don't even know if he's going to answer because I didn't warn him. I didn't know what you was doing. But
Oh, you kind of caught me at a good time. You caught me at a good time.
Man, look at God. Won't he do it? You feel
All
me?
the time.
Yes, sir.
All the time.
But thank you so much for your time and I will talk to you soon.
All right, man. Shout out to Billy.
All right. Bye. All right. Let me call my homie Vaughn.
Chan, what's
up? What up? How you been? I ain't talked to you in a minute in real life.
I'm good. How you been?
I'm good. How's work? How's life?
Work is cool right now. It was a little weird because when the owner got back, just things just weren't clear and there was a bunch of stuff. Nothing bad, nothing like drastically bad. That's good. Life is cool. I'm actually preparing for kind of like a more official launch. I've been rocking with a network marketing company since like October, but we just switched companies. My team did because of some shady stuff that happened at the old company. But
wow.
new company is pretty dope. Like, cause essentially they are the network marketing setup, but like they're trying to compete with Amazon. So it's complete. So like you don't have to. So like for instance, most companies you gotta pay a fee to buy in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one you don't. Literally, it's just like Amazon. You set up an account. You can look through the product. Only difference between this and Amazon is if you go through my link, like I get a kickback, and whenever I recommend you something from Amazon, you don't get anything. So.
Oh.
And I mean, if you want to kick back yourself, you could do that as a customer. Without like trying to build a business, but then if you want to build a business, that's an option too. So
interesting. All right. Anyway. So let's go ahead and get into these questions that I have for you, sir.
Right.
Number 1, do you play spades?
Yes.
Okay. So that's good. So part 2 of this first question is, which do you think? It's actually going to be a 2-part question to this part 2, okay?
Yeah.
Which do you think is the more elite game is part 1 of it, and you may answer it all together. And then part 2, which do you feel really represents the Black culture? It is still Black History Month. So would you say spades or Uno more so is the more elite game?
Spades.
Okay, elaborate. Elaborate. Let them know. I'm unbiased, but just let them know.
Yeah.
You feel me? Let them know.
Man, who says spades? I'm sorry. Who says Uno? First of all, I learned how to play spades at 8. Right? I didn't even learn how to play Uno until I was like a teenager. That's first. I even learned dominoes, German Swizzle, all these things before I learned how to play Uno. All these games I just mentioned, are part of the Black experience, but the two non-negotiables are spades and dominoes.
Come on, culture. Come on, upbringing. Come on, good parenting. You feel me? Yes.
Shout out to the ancestors for passing down these rites of passage.
Okay. So that I like that. Okay, so my second question is I heard you were in town at a point recently. And I heard from somebody else that was not like recently.
I know it's coming.
I didn't hear this from you, and I was a little shocked, if I must say, because the last time you came, you said you would let me know when you came back. What happened? What happened?
Goodness. So what happened is, first of all, the trip was super duper last minute. Second of all, there really is no good excuse for why I didn't reach out, because you're not the only person I didn't reach out to.
Okay.
But real talk, I gotta fall on the sword and just say there was no real bad reason, because like there are several people I thought about, and like for instance the other person that I told him, like I talked to him a week before. I'm like, yo, if I come to town, I'm reaching out. And honestly, for him, like with him, I didn't reach out because I felt some type of way. Because like I was back for Pastor Val's memorial service, and this dude, like he used to rock with me and Pastor Val, and like for him not to show up, I felt tight about that. So, and he and I can deal with that at that time whenever we finally like powwow. Whenever I'm there next, I was hoping to get back in there in March, toward the end of March. Actually, I wanted to come like for my mom's birthday, which is right smack dab in the middle. But I'm still doing 75 hard. I'm not done with that until like March 16th, so I don't want to mess it up. So I didn't want to mess it up like traveling through airports or whatever.
Right.
So like if it happens, it'll be toward the end of March, and I'm trying to do it before May, because with the company I run, the owner is about to get deployed for a year.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be running the business for a year, so I'm trying to get some travel in before I head out. I mean, I will travel while she's gone. Like I got a vacation that I'm gonna go to with the people that I went to, that the folks I did a wedding for in April. They're going on vacation up in Sacramento in August, so I'm gonna join them.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but long story short, they're like I popped up on my dad at work, and I was supposed to stop back by, but that was the night that I hung out with Jason and Anthony, and I went to my dad's house. He didn't even answer the door. Like it was all messed up. I didn't even see my grandma. Like I didn't see my aunt. I didn't even let them know I was in town. I just told Dad and just said, hey, let them know I'm in town. And they didn't reach out. I didn't reach out. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So last question. What you about to do right now?
Right now, I am in the process of making a series of social media posts on all my social media outlets, just about me just kind of going harder with my network marketing business.
Okay, come on, digital marketing and branding and all that. Come on.
We'll call it my e-commerce business, because that's basically what it is.
Okay.
So it just has on the back end, it has a network marketing structure, but I mean it's e-commerce. So I've already posted on Facebook, and right now I'm just in the process of posting on IG. So
okay. All right. Well, I do thank you very much for your time, sir. Not really unannounced, because I did text you to give you a heads up. But thank you so much for making the time. I am expecting that when you come end of March, now that it's on the air, it's up there. Everybody heard it. So I'm expecting to hear from you. You could come see the new house and all. You know what? Maybe even I'll have a game night, because whenever I have game nights, I think about how I can't really invite you because you don't live here anymore. So maybe if you let me know dates, so now I'm holding you to this, I can have one of my game nights around the time when you are in town.
Yeah, when I figure it out, I'll definitely let you know.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and I will talk to you soon.
All right, sounds good. You take care, okay?
All right, you too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
right, let me go ahead and call Jay.
Hello?
I was about to say, not her just letting it ring.
I was washing my hands.
This okay. Hey, Jay. Hey, girl. How are
Hi.
you? Are you off? You're off today, right?
Yes.
Look at God.
Am I live on the air?
Yes, you are, ma'am. Yes, you are. Look at God. I picked
Why
the
didn't you
perfect
tell me that?
day.
I could have
Because
left out the hand washing part.
that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, America and the world, actually. This is an international podcast, you feel me? But the world will be happy to know that Jay is a clean person and washes her hand in a world where, man, it was just 3 years ago that the pandemic started, which is wild. We were living in wild times back then. And one of the biggest...
I washed my hands prior to the pandemic as well.
I know you did. But one of the biggest things that, unfortunately, some people didn't learn until the pandemic is the importance of hand washing. So you know what? Yes. Shout out to Jay for being a hand washer before, during, and after the pandemic. So, how's your day off today going?
It's going pretty well. Got a slow start, but I mean, it's fine.
You work tomorrow?
No, I'm actually off until Monday. I took the weekend off.
Okay, come on, weekend off. You feel me? Is Jay going to work?
No, nigga. We can't, no.
No, she absolutely
God.
is not going to work. All right, Jay. So, I told you I had a few questions for you. Jay does not know what these questions are, as with everyone else that you heard that I have called. Shout out to them. Now, JBoog of Jay's Quick 3 podcast, the J Network, right? J Spot Network?
J Spot Network.
Yeah, J Spot Network. Let's get into it. Hashtag free JBoog for show. You know, what you call him? Elion?
Yeah, I don't even know. Regular
This man took
page
over
on Twitter because they don't love me.
Right. This man took over Twitter and still didn't give her account back. You know what I'm saying? But he showed, we're not even going to get into it. But, Jay, question number 1. Who do you blame for the fact that you were never taught to play spades until last year?
Who do I blame?
Who do you blame?
I don't know if I blame anybody. I just never... My family would play. It's probably, I would just blame my family, I guess, because they were so intense. That was not something I wanted to be a part of, because I'm like, somebody's going to get into a fight. And I'll just go over here and play Uno.
You know what is hilarious about this? Wow. And nobody knew what I was going to talk to them about. What's hilarious about this is I called Baylor, and Baylor made it a point to talk about how violent spades players are. Wow.
They are.
No, like, I mean, I don't know. I've never been a part of a violent spades game. Maybe because I could play, and I don't know.
I wouldn't say violent. I would just say it didn't appeal to me when I was growing up. And then when I got into college, people were trying to teach me how to play, and I just wasn't getting it, and I was upsetting my partners. Because I didn't have a teacher as good as you to, like, step by step show me everything and be patient if I made mistakes. Did they
actually teach you, or did they just throw you to the wolves?
Real quick. It was like, this is the suit, this beats this, but they didn't really explain bid or don't underbid, or, you know, not to cut your partner or whatever it is. My last straw was when my grandma kicked me off the table because she didn't want to be my partner. So I was like, it's just not for me. But then I'm Pam, and things changed.
Wow, that is really unfortunate. And that is just a lesson to my listeners. If you're going to try to teach somebody something, like, actually, because I literally, in our spades lesson, said, okay, so this is a hard, me knowing they know this, sure, of course, they've played some sort of card game before, but the whole point is you start with the foundation and then you build upon it. When you're trying to bake a cake, for example, you don't just take the cake mix and just throw it in the oven without adding the eggs and oil and milk and whatever else you put in, maybe sugar, depending on, and maybe some vanilla extract or something, depending on if you're making it from scratch or not. You don't do that. There is levels
That's
to
true.
everything. You feel me? You can't expect a cake with just cake mix. You got to do a little something to it. You can't expect a spades player without foundational things, So I apologize on behalf of those that came before me, that they didn't really take the time to equip you for the Black experience, because it's still Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really, really unfortunate. Now, okay, so you've learned how to play spades, but prior to that, you felt some type of way about it. Now, would you say that you felt some type of way more about spades players or candy corn eaters?
Repeat that?
So you used to feel some type of way about spades players because of the, as you said, violence and just people not teaching you right, and attitudes, and then poor grandma just really just added insult to injury. So you was probably a little wounded maybe. And I also know that you have been a part of the candy corn crusade that we have every year, right? So would you say that you felt some type of way more so towards spades players or candy corn eaters?
Like, how is it enjoyable to eat candle wax? I don't get it. I feel bad. I kind of have a little sympathy for them. I just don't understand. And then there are those that like to throw it in your face and make different concoctions with it. That's just gross and turns your stomach. I don't get that either. But, I do have strong feelings for candy corn eaters, but it's mostly just sadness.
Okay. All right. Last question. Okay. What you about to do right now?
Said I'm about to make something to eat.
Oh, what you about to eat?
Leftover sushi bake.
Y'all know what? Jay owes me some avocado bread that toast. Excuse me. Let me get it right. If I'm gonna, pull receipts, let me pull the right one. My bad. Jay owes me some avocado toast. It was about a year ago this time as we were gearing up for our first podcast happy hour retreat that there was talks of avocado toast. I was excited. I may have been the only one who was excited, but I was excited. Lo and behold, man, it just didn't happen. So I'm looking forward to that at the next retreat when we do have it. Y'all go check out Jay's. I'm gonna put it in the episode notes again. Most recent episode, probably, yep, podcast happy hour pop up for Jay's 100th episode. Yes, it's so crazy because to make it to 100 numbered episodes, because we know you had more than 100, but even if it was just 100 episodes, to put in that much dedication to 100 episodes, 100 weeks, 100 bi-weekly or whatever, however often you drop, man, that's something to celebrate, simply because I literally just saw on the timeline earlier how somebody was talking about they started a podcast and then it kind of fizzled out, and like there's so much work that goes into this. So as a bonus, as we celebrate your 100th episode, as a bonus question, how would you encourage the people to keep going when they're trying to work towards something, or like what helped you to keep going to make it to the 100th episode?
I would say
be true to yourself and what you want your content to be.
Mm.
The fact that I get to create what I want and how I want it, and even if I had 5 listeners, like I have a solid group of listeners, so even if it was 5 or 10 or whatever, those same 5 people keep coming back listening to my show was really a motivator. Now, I don't know most of them. A lot of my listeners are, I call them silent listeners, so they don't really reach out. They don't respond. I don't know if they follow me or not, but I know when I drop, and I drop at 2 a.m. I do drop every other week. When I wake up, almost that same amount of number of people every single time. So that's a motivator for me. And I know that what I'm doing is, by me being true to myself and putting out the content that I want, I know it's resonating with somebody. And so that's what keeps me going. And I have so many ideas. I'm a creative just by and like this since I was a kid. So anything that I can think of, having the freedom to be able to do that. And some things may not work, some things may work, but it's my platform. I do what I want, and I don't have any constraints. So that's what, like, I used to feel pressure to be on episode 3. I got to get another one. I got to get another one. But before I knew it, like, I couldn't even tell you, like, it says automatic, oh, it's about to be Friday. Let me record something. Oh, I have this idea. Let me record something. So it just became second nature. I really enjoyed it. So I'm super excited and super happy to see 100 numbered episodes, 125 total. I can't believe I got there because it just feels like yesterday that I just started.
I love it. And I mean, as I've said on here before, I was a fan of the show before we became friends. But still a fan of the show because I still listen. I've loved just all the things that I've seen you, like me seeing you add this, add that. Now you have your magazine review. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Flashback YouTube. So more visuals and stuff like that. So I've just loved to see you continue to evolve and continue to just keep going. You've actually been doing this longer than me, you know what I mean? But yeah, super proud of you. Definitely glad I thought to call you so I could celebrate you on the show and so people could celebrate with you because, again, y'all, there's a lot that goes, okay, hey, doggy, hey.
That's Onyx.
That's okay.
You know, he wants the attention.
Okay, yeah, come on, welcome to the show, you feel me? But there's so much that goes into it, be it it's not just hitting record, because then you gotta edit, you have to promote. Sometimes, as she and I have talked about different times, we like the content, but maybe the audio doesn't come out to the best quality that we wanted. So then in that moment, we have to decide what's more important. Getting out this content that maybe you can't recreate if it was a guest episode, or start all over and re-record it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely really thank you for coming on the show, and I will talk to you soon.
All right, take care. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
All right.
Bye. All right, y'all. So this was a fun episode. Shout out to Autumn, Baylor, Vaughn, and Jay for hopping on, you know what I'm saying? I want to do more episodes like this where I call people and have them be a part of the show in that way, so it's not always visuals, and, you know, just add a little razzle dazzle, do something different. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Take care of yourselves and be healthy in your relationships. Man, get y'all some allergy meds if y'all are struggling like I was. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Ladies and gents, this concludes transmission. Tune in next time for a whole new edition. Another adventure and mission to share, be heard, and clarify the vision of this whole new world for...